part 2 of my metformin story. Let's get into it. Hey, welcome back to my channel. This is Taisha here if you're new, and I'm here for this next part of my metformin journey. All right, so we're gonna get right into this thing and I'm gonna get into my notes. So last video, if you don't know what I talked about, just go watch it, please and thank you. But this is the second part. So this is specifically for the months of January 2022 through April 2022. So yeah. All right, so at this point in me taking my metformin, my cycles are regular. They actually started being regular in October, honestly. Like, it literally immediately regular cycle, clockwork. And I don't want to say clockwork, but it did regulate. So it was like 35, a cycle of 35, and then it went down, like it was like 28, 29, like it was regulating. But I had not had a regular cycle. You remember I mentioned in another video how bad the bleeding was. So I was regular, which was a huge sign for me because that was one of my biggest issues, right? I also I was also told by my doctor to start tracking my ovulation. And if you watch my PCOS video, I'm not PCOS, but my TTC videos, you'll see the OPK kits, and that's ovulation prediction kits that I use to track my ovulation. I thought I had it right here. I think I just threw away the box, but so yeah. So I'm tracking, like it's January, I'm tracking my my ovulation to make sure that I'm ovulating, and still trying to figure out maintaining my activities and then food. But just to be honest, January through April was basically a complete crapshoot. I'm trying not to cuss, and this is different. This is hard for me, but it was a hot mess. So let's start in January. Honest to God truth, I really don't remember how much weight I lost between January and April, because I really didn't record it. Was I weighing in often? Yes. I was really just trying to see whether or not I was going up or down, and for the most part I was going up and a little bit of down, then a little bit of down and a little bit of up, and it was not what I was supposed to be doing, and I'm about to tell you why. So January and February and March, of course, are all winter months, and in Georgia it's cold. It's cold. And so at the time I was going to like my community gym at my apartment complex, and it wasn't happening. And then I was trying to go in the evening, and as you know, it gets dark early during that time of the year. It wasn't happening. Other factors played into that, but I just wasn't making it to the gym. So there would be weeks, at least 1 to 2, where I would not go, and then I would get a spurt of energy. I would go to the gym, and then I would not go. And that literally happened from the month of January to April-ish, maybe the beginning of mid-April. And so I struggled. And then the food, and I'm taking this opportunity to explain myself, and maybe y'all can relate if you understand. But it was just not, it was so bad. The biggest struggle was the lifestyle adjustment. So January, I was out, well, I was just now going back to school, then going back to work. We were going, and I wasn't working out. And then eating wise, we were meal prepping, but what we were doing was meal prepping the same meal, right? So we're meal prepping and we're trying to stick to it, but I would literally I would gag at the meals after like a few days. I wasn't eating it. I'm not eating it. So I would end up going to buy food or something like that, because in my mind, I'm not eating this crap. I'm really sick of eating this crap. I'm not eating this crap. So I wouldn't. And it was bad because now I'm eating fast food and all those things. At this point though, my doctor is like, okay, you need 3 pills because you're still having cravings, and you know, we need to kind of have that subside, which means if I was still having craving, that means my hormones weren't all the way 100% like where they needed to be. So I start taking 3, and I'm adjusting. My body's adjusting to 3. And I just feel like I'm getting sick, and I'm not. And it's just, I was down bad in January, and it just got ugly. And then at one point, I finally felt like I had like a hold on it. But then February comes, and this is my birthday month, and my birthday's at the beginning of February, and in my mind, I'm kind of celebrating all month. So I'm doing whatever I want to. I'm eating the cake that I want to eat. I'm not supposed to have carbs or sugar, but I'm eating all the cake that I want to eat, and I'm still not really working out. Maybe like a few days out of the month at this point. Let's say a total of a week and a half out of the whole month I'm working out, and I'm still eating like trash. So February was not a good month, but what also happened was don't do this to yourself ever, but because I wanted to eat trash, instead of taking the 3, I took 2 pills, and it showed. So I gained weight between February and March, and I kind of just didn't care because I was really just trying to enjoy life, because in my mind I've lost like 22 pounds, almost 25 pounds, and this is great. I'm doing great. No. My periods, I remember my periods getting just bad. I remember having to call out of work because my cramps were just so bad. They were still regular, but they just weren't as like, I don't want to say pleasant, but they were just excruciating. It was just way more painful than it usually was. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm tripping. So March, I said, okay, I gotta get back on track. But then it was my husband's birthday. And I was like, well, shoot, it's my husband's birthday. So of course we're eating cake, all the cake. I think for my birthday, I had an ice cream cake and a regular cake because I went to Cake and Sip in Atlanta. And it was bad. And I thought that I could manipulate the, I guess, adverse response, which would have been like diarrhea and puking, by just reducing the amount of pills that I took. And just hearing me say this, why? Like, why? Like, why did I do that to myself? And at this point, I'm playing with my body, which is just stupid. Just stupid, stupid, stupid. And so I paid for it though. I gained weight back. My cycles were tripping. And I said, okay, no, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep doing this though. So I had to get my focus back. But then March, I ran out of pills. And I had to wait for another like set of refills from my doctor, and it took them at least a week. So I missed pills for about a week. But the other thing that also kind of affected me during these few months was us deciding, like, because we're tracking my ovulation, we were just like, shit, we might as well try for a kid, because in my mind I thought that I've always wanted to have my first, or maybe at least both kids because I want to, well, at least my first kid before 30. And I'm 28, and because I am now learning that, because with my PCOS it could take longer, it sounds like we need to start trying sooner than later, at least trying to make sure that nothing insane, not want to say insane, but nothing is going to hinder us from conceiving, because we don't really know. Like, it's literally question marks around that. So I said, let's just start trying. So it's now January. She said, we tracking and trying. Tracking to make sure I'm ovulating, which based on all the things that I researched, I have all the signs. And then I started taking my BBT, my temperature, and all those things. This is not a TTC video, but the TTC groups and everything helped me learn about tracking and helping me better understand what that looks like when you have PCOS. So that's also something that fully, like, when I say full out distraction. So we were really hyper focused on me tracking, making sure we did what we needed to do around my ovulation time and all those things, but I still was not getting pregnant, and I still don't know why, right? And that could very well be contributed to me reducing my medication when I really wasn't supposed to, and not being as active as I was supposed to, eating trash, like all those things could have very well played a part in my body's ability to properly create a space for a baby to grow. And so I was like, I'm gonna have to pull the reins. And when I say I fell into a hole, I fell into a hole. Like, I'm watching every TTC video there is at every waking moment, every second, the 2-week wait videos, all of the videos. I completely just said F working out, F eating right. It was just like, forget all this crap. I'm trying to have a kid now. Because I was so excited at the idea of having a kid. And I say that because prior to that, I had anxiety around the thought of this process. And this is why. But after fasting at the beginning of the year, I kind of had like literally a switch flipped. And I was like, okay, we're gonna have a kid. And I was ready. Consumed me. And so I really let my PCOS and metformin kind of just fall to the wayside. Like, I felt like I got to a place that I had made decent progress, and I was like, okay, I'm good. Like, I'm good. Let's do this. Let's have a kid. And that's really not what I needed to focus on. So by the time April came, I started to do more research, learning about the glycemic index, because that's a large part of understanding the foods and how they process in my body, and why I need to stay away from carbs, because I didn't understand it. In my mind, I'm just following orders, and I just really felt restricted in this process, and I was miserable because I could not eat what I wanted to eat. But I had to shift my focus from that. I had to clear out my YouTube history and all those things so that it would stop popping up in my timeline. I had to really adjust my perspective, because at the time, between January and April, I was just really like a baby freaking nuts. So that's what those months looked like. But by the time April came, I tapped in, and then I started a food journal, and I'll talk more about that in the next episode. And I just started trying to pay more attention to my body, my weight, what I was eating, adjusting my meal prep. So instead of eating the same meal, trying different meals and being able to switch them up every day, things like that. So it took a lot. Mind you, this is like what, month 4 through 7 of this, something like that. Yeah, month 4 through 7 of being on metformin. And it was just like, all right, girl, you playing games, tap in. So in the next video, I'll let you know the adjustments that I made to my routine and what I'm doing to track, and an update on the weight I've lost, because it's going to be a lot. I'm trying to break it down. So catch me in the next video. Let me know in the comments if you share the same struggles when it comes to metformin or working out or food choices. And even if you struggle with the TTC or anything like that, just drop it in the comments, DM me, whatever that looks like. I would love to hear about it. And I'm here to support you, because this crap is hard. So don't forget though to like, subscribe, share, tap that notification bell so you can see when I drop new videos. I hope this was helpful. I hope this encourage somebody and let them know, or let you know, that you are not alone in this journey, and we all on some level experience the same challenges. And I'll talk to you in the next video. She wanna know me, I stay low key, all gas, no